Hey everybody, welcome back to Cinema Soirée, and for today's movie we're going to be checking out The Accountant. Now, what do you know about this movie?
Nothing.
You don't know anything about it going into it. Okay, good. It's a fresh start for you then, or complete first time watching for you. All right, that's good. Then I guess we'll just jump right into it. This is The Accountant.
It's everything I hate about big cities in an opening scene.
Yeah. I mean, that's just a daily occurrence inside big cities.
Some big cities, yes.
Can our son lead a normal life? Define normal.
I mean, yeah. You know, this was actually at a time when it wasn't just overdiagnosed for everyone.
Yeah.
When it's like, oh, if a kid had autism, it was an actual condition.
Yeah.
Not just, oh, they're slightly socially awkward.
You put that whole thing upside down.
Yeah, have you ever done a puzzle upside down?
No.
I haven't. I think I've tried it with like bigger ones, like bigger pieces, but nothing like that.
From your taxable income, a percentage of your workspace relative to your overall home.
What?
Mr. Rice, how big is your dining room? Mrs. Rice's office.
I wouldn't so much as call it an office.
He's trying to help you.
It's approximately 200. Well, make it 300 square feet.
Excellent.
Yeah, any of that stuff that you could do that. And that's stuff that you have to think about.
Uh-huh. You know what, for someone with autism, that probably would be a good career for them. Especially if they're fixated on numbers and things like that.
And a lot of autistic people are fixated on numbers for some reason. Well, they are more logical people, and numbers are logical.
Customer's privacy. Stop talking. You have a very cavalier
That's how I answer the phone all the time.
Stop talking. That's how I should always answer the phone. I don't want to answer the phone.
Well, you're a liar, Medina. Ward of the state of Maryland's foster care and juvenile detention systems from age 11 to 18. Weapons charges, assault and battery. Ouch. Attempted murder.
I'm curious if it would be lying if you have a sealed record and you said you don't have a criminal record.
Yeah, and there was also juveniles, so that's different, isn't it?
That's why a lot of juvenile records could be sealed. I mean, I guess if it was expunged, then that's not a criminal record, but a sealed record, I'm not sure how that works out. Maybe it's something that you have to disclose, but not necessarily say what it was.
My daughter's meeting me for lunch. I think you two just might hit it off.
Nice to see you.
It takes a special person to be with an autistic person. Like, it's tough.
Ties to Karzai, Ghani, Taliban.
Tokyo, Tel Aviv, Naples. There was a sighting.
It's strange that the pictures are always like from his back. You would think they would have gotten a face at some point.
He might be more aware of it than people realize, though. That's what it sounds. It looks like it.
No, but when you're doing surveillance on groups like that, you try to get a shot of everyone there, even if you don't know who they are.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's aware that they're surveilling him. They may have tells.
No, you can tell that if he knows that they're being surveilled, he would still. But I mean, the person surveilling him would still try to get a shot and let. I don't think they would let someone like that go. They would be like, "Oh, I couldn't get the picture, so I guess I'm just not going to get a picture." That wouldn't happen.
At the end of the month, one of two things will have occurred: resolution of this case, or we update your photo.
I mean, the photo looked already like her. So I don't know if you need to update it. But thanks for the offer.
That looks like a nice little place to live. I guess if you're living alone, that's all you need.
That's a good meal right there.
Well, I don't like pancakes, but I'll take the bacon and eggs.
Waffles for you.
Yeah, I'll take a waffle. can't imagine just leaving it, like somebody, especially somebody who has that kind of that needs help. I don't know. I just couldn't leave him.
Yeah.
So with the strangers, oh, she just left him.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't care how horrible our kids turn out. I don't want to just leave them. It's our job to try to make them better.
Yeah, you have to work with them.
Yeah. Because that's even worse for him. Like, if you think, oh, this is the best, but you're just thinking about yourself at that point.
Yeah. That actually would be a good hobby for someone like that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially long-range shooting, it takes so much math. It is actually something difficult to explain, but long-range shooting, there is kind of like a zen-like calmness to it. Nice little arsenal they have.
Mm-hmm. Is that Jackson Pollock?
I think so. I don't know really his work, I just know this style, so I'm assuming that's what it is.
2 years together every night, you know. I give you a PhD in black money, but you gotta learn this. This is crucial.
You're frustrated.
What am I?
You're frustrated.
That's what I am. I'm frustrated. Good, good, excellent. Finally. All right, let's do another one.
That's the thing, like an autistic person can learn social cues and things like that. It's just not a natural thing for them. So it has to be a deliberate effort.
How long have you been CFO of this company, sir?
15 years.
I need the books for the past 15, please.
Oops.
Well, you're awful goddamn blunt. I'm Lamar Blackburn's oldest friend. I've been by his side since he was turning out arson.
Is he the one cooking the books? Like, is he the one people look into it?
Well, I mean, he is the CFO, so I mean, he's responsible for the finances. So if he's brought in to investigate if there's any missing money, it's like that makes sense.
Yeah.
You were recommended by Mansour.
I mean, that's not necessarily mean the CFO is responsible for someone else, because there's lots of accountants at places like that. So,
but he's the big boss, so he
yeah. I mean, someone else could be doing stuff. I mean, yeah, he's the one who signs off on everything. But I mean, it's not like maybe he just. If there is missing money, he could just be doing a bad job.
But it's still his responsibility.
Yeah. Hypothetically, in a situation like this, if there was a company like that size, someone was skimming money like a lower accountant was, and the CFO been signing off on stuff like that, because they might get fired and the other person would go to jail. Unless the CFO knew, then he would also be going to jail too.
Oh, that's true.
Lou Carroll, does that sound familiar?
Yeah. Yeah, Alice in Wonderland. I was gonna say Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, you just blanked it.
No, I didn't blank it. I didn't say it because I didn't want to be wrong.
Oh.
But I knew it was Alice in Wonderland.
I need you to be my eyes and ears, Chris. Whatever you need to do your job, you let me know.
That'd be a good client.
Yeah.
Start in the morning.
I mean, it's his company. They're saying like there might be money missing from it, so it's like, okay, we'll do what you can.
I hate when people park that close.
I had a dude once yell at me because when I was getting in my car because it was so close, and I was like, "You came here after me." It's like you parked it close.
Who do you think you are?
I just really, especially when I'm pregnant, and I can't get in the car.
Yeah.
Skinny people can't get in the car. Not let a little person holding a baby.
American. Shocking. I have kidnap insurance, you obviously know that.
Sorry, but how in the world would I know that you had
People fucking amaze me.
It's kidnapping insurance. Like you get kidnapped and you...
It's just a ransom money.
Oh.
Maybe you just think what you have
It's like if you're gonna kidnap me, I just call up the insurance and you get that and let me go, sort of thing.
Oh.
Simon, are we good? Yeah.
But if he shoots him, then he doesn't get what he wants. Well, I guess he could just go to the next person.
Oh boy, Simon, proud of you.
I mean, he's not thinking that though. I mean, he knows he has no play. I mean, even if he doesn't do it, it's like, okay, well, just find you again.
Yeah.
Not that big of a deal.
This isn't Japan.
So,
You stay there, or
Data comics.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
have lunch and
I brought my own lunch.
no, I bring my own lunch too. I can answer any questions that you
I
have.
have no questions.
Yeah, okay.
I
Yeah,
wish my brain
you
worked
wanna-
like that. You just avoid
an assessment?
conversations.
Thank you.
You can.
Okay.
That's little Tony.
Touch him. I didn't touch that old man.
Okay, give me that recording ASAP.
It wasn't even.
B. You're an analyst.
Why would the signal cut out?
I don't know. Convenience for the plot.
I mean, if the place is bugged and you kill the person inside, it doesn't mean it kills the bug.
It does kill the bug. It does.
Unless the bug was like on him.
What do you have to hit to dent a steel thermos?
It's just old.
That's not the question.
I mean, nothing in particular. It's just
did
over
you,
time.
Get into financial consulting.
Department of Labor
It's like my cup I use every day has a bunch of dings and scratches and stuff.
Dad's tastes ran more to dogs playing poker.
I like dogs playing poker. Because dogs would never bet on things, and so it's incongruous.
My grandma had a dogs playing poker painting
Of
in her
course
living
she-
room.
I studied accounting at the University of Chicago, where fun goes to die.
Why?
Why what?
Why does fun go to die at the University of Chicago?
Oh, no, it's just an expression.
I'm joking.
Right.
This is why it takes a special person to marry somebody autistic. Like you gotta get it.
Oh yeah.
He can also speed read.
Yeah.
That's just something he learned to do, though. It's not.
Yeah.
That's not an autistic
Yeah,
trait.
that's not an autistic thing. I mean, anyone can learn to do
Yeah,
that.
I know mom speed reads. What are the red ones for? I wonder what the red ones are for.
Just different things, I guess. I don't know. Maybe if it's something important or circle certain things.
My guess is if something stands out. I wonder if he throws them away when they're starting to die. I wonder if it bothers him.
Oh, it might be, yeah. I don't know why, but I do like doing stuff like that on Windows.
Oh yeah.
That's how I used to do math in college was,
On the window.
yeah, I'd use my window. She doesn't use a mouse, just the touchpad. Ooh, it said enhance. I love how movies do stuff like that.
Come in. You have to see this.
I wonder how long it took the art director to write all that on there. Or the team.
I mean, if that's their job, then that's their
I know, but I'm just curious, like when they're
There it is.
dressing
They
that
actually-
set, like how long it took them to do that.
They actually just printed it off and then just like it's like a peel sticker.
I mean, it could be. I don't know.
9 years ago.
Actually, that might be more likely.
But then it would make more sense to be those numbers because it'd be easier to conceal.
Yeah.
No, large. Best part is they're routing money to a company that doesn't exist, and yet profits go up, and they continue going up. It absolutely makes no sense.
And?
$61,679,000.
Oof.
That company would have to be making a lot of money before you'd be able to skim that much off of it over the course of 15 years and no one noticed.
I'm not good at math. Do you know what 61 divided by 15 is?
No. No.
Okay. Well, guess neither one was.
You administer your own accidental insulin overdose and just die. But do it with dignity. Your wife, who's sleeping upstairs, she'll be the beneficiary of what's gotta be a very generous insurance policy, am I right? If we lay our hands on you, you're gonna fight, squeal, She wakes up, my hands are tied. One accidental death is just that, but two, I'll have no choice. I'll have to rock and roll a home invasion. Make a decision, sir.
Whatever unresolved issues remain, my friend was poisoned enough by them to take his own life. As far as I'm concerned, whatever he did is forgiven. I'm responsible for the death of my best friend. I'd prefer not to be reminded of it.
But isn't it because of what's going on that your friend died? Like, he's trying to fix the mistake, right?
Yeah, I mean, that he's supposed to look into the mistake.
I don't understand why people do what they do either.
I'm not finished. I'm not finished.
What, he can't leave something unfinished?
He can't, no.
No, I know.
Bye, Chris.
I mean, he already got his money.
So that's when the other part of him kicks in?
Something like that. And to think he took this job because he thought it was just going to be a clean one.
I guess when you work for a big corporation, it's never really a clean one. Oof. His routine is broken.
Yep.
Oh, come on, dude.
Yeah, he's frazzled. Ouch.
Ow.
That hurt.
Yeah.
Getting hit on the shin is painful. Did he also break the yolk on his eggs too?
Break what?
Break the yolk on his eggs?
Oh.
Because he had sunny side up earlier.
I know, and it was like perfect. Like,
yeah.
It was crazy.
It's like, those look really good.
Jeez, ouch.
Reminds me when I busted my shin at those doing box jumps.
Oh, yeah.
It had a mark on it for over a year.
Yeah, I was gonna say it took forever to heal.
And that was really painful too.
Cantaloupes are delicious. Couldn't you use honeydew?
That's true.
You like honeydew though.
I like most melons.
I don't like honeydew. That's why I was like, just shoot the honeydew.
Yeah,
I don't like honeydew. I mean, say whatever you want about the dad. He never gave up on his son.
No.
His mom did.
Yeah, he's like, life's gonna be tough for him, so I need to get him ready for it.
Yeah.
She's coming with me.
I like how they show the hits before you can hear it. That's what would happen if it's being shot from a long ways.
That's a nice house.
It is. Kind of out in the country like that.
Bulls.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And an old truck.
But yeah, that's a 50. That would take out a truck. Ooh.
You're never without a weapon.
Yeah.
Kill you both. That's all I know.
You know, I don't know what the point of going after them though. Because it's like, okay, if they were looking into it, but I mean, if it got closed, then what's the point of going after the people who are looking into it? It's like, yeah, they know something, but I mean, if they're not doing anything, it just seems kind of like it's an unnecessary way of drawing heat to it.
She's not answering.
I wouldn't answer either, to be fair.
No, because you don't answer the phone.
No, I don't answer the phone.
No one answers the phone.
Wouldn't you just send a text?
Yeah. Yeah, if you send a text, then you know they'll see it.
And thinking logically, he would probably send a text anyway because that seems more logical to do because they'd be more likely to see it.
I don't know.
Could've used a small box.
She looked bigger in the photo.
That doesn't look suspicious at all.
Not
Guys
at all.
in suits standing out there like that.
I know, and it's not even like the nicest of apartments.
Yeah. They should have dressed more like they belong in that apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, good move.
Yeah, that was really smart.
Should have a bathroom gun though.
Wait, isn't that the shower gun? Isn't somebody got a shower gun?
Yeah. You put one in a plastic bag and hide it in the tank of the toilet.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
We should go.
I mean, at least he's on your side.
Yeah. Don't touch it. Your oils from your hand can ruin it.
Mm-hmm.
Take a stack. Take a bar.
Ooh, comic books. That's a good one.
That was first Superman one. The first appearance of Superman.
What are you doing here?
Who are you?
You should not be here. Sit down. Sit right there.
He should have locked the door.
That works for one person.
I don't know how much that comic's worth. I just know it's worth quite a bit.
This is where you live?
No, I don't live here. This is a storage unit. It would be weird.
That's what would be weird. Tell me that's not an original Pollock.
Okay, it's not an original Pollock.
We should go.
Yeah, I think people need to stop looking at autism as a problem and start looking at it as, like you said, like he's insane because he can focus on one subject at a time where we couldn't really do that.
But at the same time,
Scared of getting caught?
some people like fixated, like think like, oh, it's a good thing to have it. It's like, or like Hollywood likes to treat it like it's a superpower. It's like, well, I mean, it's just you're just another person. That's how I see it.
Well, because everyone has their like quirks, and it's a quirk.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I say. Like, I don't think of it as like good or bad. It's just a person.
Can we sit down for a second?
Yeah.
He has problems with remembering not to look her in the eye. Because he's autistic. He's supposed to be playing an autistic person, but every once in a while you catch him looking her in the eye because he's acting, but it's also...
Well, no, they can a person like that, they could learn to try to behave more normally.
That might be the case too, because he also looks her in the eye, but not for long.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's actually playing it pretty well, where he's not going too heavy in like stereotypes, but I mean, it's also like it's someone who lived with it, but at the same time they're trying to work to overcome it.
Childhood. We lived in 34 homes in 17 years.
That's not a big number.
I mean, wouldn't they, if he moved...
I'm sure it must have been difficult.
He says he lived in 34 homes, and she says, so you moved 34 times. Wouldn't that mean he moved 33 times?
Not my proudest moment.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
But even then, 34 homes in 17 years, I mean, I know his dad was in the army, but they don't move around that much.
Unique.
I mean, usually you're at least at a duty station for a year or two before you move to another place.
Oh, that's fair.
She's taking living robotics public.
Yes.
But why would she hire you in the first place if she thought you would figure it out?
I don't know. I'll have to ask her.
He has good situational awareness.
Oh man, that guy's didn't do anything to you. He blew up his car, man.
Just the windshield and probably some holes in the interior.
That's what insurance is for.
Huh?
That's what insurance is for.
Yeah.
Also, you live in a big city. You asked for it. See, that looks like a museum. I wouldn't want to live in that.
No. Good brother right there.
Yeah.
That's also how you're supposed to fight. You're not supposed to stop or anything like that. You're just supposed to go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time in a violent altercation, the winner is going to be the one who just acts. Most people will have like a slight hesitation because most people haven't been in a fight.
So funny because like the last fight I was in, I literally kicked the girl in the butt and she was so stunned that I actually did that. She stopped. She's like, "What did you just say that for?"
Yeah, most people aren't used to fighting, so they have like a freeze up moment when it starts.
Mm-hmm.
So the person who just goes for it and commits to it, like if you just start off like I'm gonna hurt this person, then you're probably gonna win.
Yeah. But you could tell I was a child because I was like, "Oh, kick her butt. I'll literally kick her butt." She's like, "You literally kicked my butt."
I remember as a sophomore, I beat up a guy who was one of the varsity wrestlers as a senior.
Oh, wow.
Because he wasn't expecting anything. Not from me, at least.
Wireless security cam. Infrared, weatherproof. He's got a network of them.
Not really uncommon in these day and age, though, is it, to have security cameras around?
Not really. I mean, like that it is.
This is our guy.
So why does a guy who's up to his elbows in cash live here?
Given his clientele, he figures blending in will extend his shelf life. It's a smart move.
That's a nice little yard.
I was gonna say, you don't need much when it's just you.
High-tech security cameras back here. Anybody could roll up in the front. How does he cover this?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
That's cool.
Don't see that every day.
Boys.
Ugh, what an ugly house.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looks terrible. The other place looked way better.
Yeah.
All clear.
I hate that modern architecture.
Oh, same.
Is all this really necessary? You should be watching his home.
Yeah, what you think? That's your idea on the subject? Love it when people tell me how to do my job. I believe I recommended you leave the country. You declined.
He's an accountant. I could see it in his eyes. The freak wasn't going to let it go.
I mean, so what if he wasn't going to let it go? I mean, if he doesn't have access to anything, he can't do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
And if he tries to say anything, it's like, okay, I'm with my big business, I'm suing you for whatever reason.
10 years ago.
It's kind of what I said at the start. It's like there was no reason to go after them.
You know my
Go after the...
I know what the court said.
Him and the girl. There was no reason to go try to kill them.
Oh.
Because he's saying like, oh, I was trying to cover up loose ends. Like, no, you just made it worse. You just act like it doesn't matter if they are suspicious. I mean, they can't do anything.
It was August.
Trying to kill people just causes more attention.
Raven King. Who employs you, Raven King? I'm a treasury agent. Are you a good one? No. No, not particularly.
At least you're honest.
Is that it? Kids. I'm a dad. I got 2 kids. Grown. Yeah. Yes, they're all grown up. Were you a good dad, Raymond King?
Nope.
Not particularly.
Yeah. I've been a good dad. I'm a lousy agent, and I've been a weak man. But that I didn't screw up.
It's the only thing that really matters in the end.
Yeah.
I got right.
I mean, that is the important part.
Mm-hmm.
And then a fight breaks out, a brawl, really, over what the authorities never pinned down.
I can't imagine, like, just leaving my first family and just going off and making another one.
Deputies respond.
Were you a good
when he's starting the investigation, when he put her on it, he probably should have told her all this information. Because I mean, at least some of it, so it gives her something to go off of.
I've given up trying to.
As opposed to like, here's some pictures of the back of his head.
Then I'm gone.
I think. Oh, but he knew, yeah, because he was working with him. So I don't know. Maybe he was hoping that.
I don't know. I mean,
or maybe this was a test of her skills. He just wanted to see if she could do it. Because that's why because she doesn't report to anybody else, only him.
Well, yeah, I know, but I mean, he could have told her like
you telling me this?
some of the stuff. Like,
I'm retiring in a few months. When she calls, somebody needs to be there to answer.
He needed her to do this all so that she knew what was going on.
But I mean, she didn't figure all this stuff out. He's literally just telling her.
Yeah, but she figured out who he was, and she had to figure it out. Like, she had to go through all of that stuff in order for her to understand the story.
I don't know. It just seems like it's unnecessary for like the sake of.
Criminal, right?
Gotta reveal it to the audience when we want the audience to know.
Money launderers.
I didn't make small talk. What's it matter what he's sounding?
That's Ike, right? It's the north side.
Yo, Bobby, was that you? Bob. Bobby.
Clearly it's him. He's not answering.
No, you wouldn't be keep asking like that. You'd be like, oh, you just assume that they're dead at that point.
Pulls to the left.
Yeah, you don't hear a gunshot and be like, hey, are you there? Come on, answer me. It's like.
You ever see a match grade round traveling 3,000 feet per second go through a window? Nobody does.
Get down now!
Not to mention, most walls aren't capable of stopping high-powered bullets like that.
Oh yeah. If you're not using the smoke for cover, it doesn't do anything.
I mean, it would be some cover. Just not as much as what they were hoping for, obviously.
I'm glad he's breaking your modern house. I don't like modern houses. Like, isn't it more exciting to watch men fight men?
Hello, Braxton.
Did you see that coming?
What? That's his brother?
Yeah.
Oh.
Looking for you for 10 years and you're gonna come at me like we just saw each other yesterday. That's what you're gonna do?
Yeah, he's shown his brother throughout the movie.
Did you even wonder where I was?
I know where you were. I just wanted you to be safe. Some of my clients are quite dangerous.
Well, some of his clients are quite dangerous, though.
Yeah.
Kind of considered fairly dangerous myself.
I was gonna say, look around.
Well, you've made improvements.
They really could just have a partnership.
Yeah, that's true.
Shit, man. You and me here. What are the odds?
Statistically speaking.
Christ, man, it's rhetorical. I mean, really?
I was just saying.
You're gonna come in here because to finish this.
He's just
okay.
like, what's going on?
You do important. I'm fond of Dana, but I restore lives, not Dana. Me, men, women, children. I give them hope, make them whole. Do you even know what that's like?
Your corruption.
I
do. Yep, that's how you take care of that.
I mean, maybe he could. It is true. It's like, yeah, I mean, if I had a more valuable company, I can do more for people. But still, you tried to have a lot of people killed.
Try, or some of them succeeded.
I missed you.
Yeah.
Maybe I could see you in a week.
You name a place, I'd be there.
Growing up with somebody like that, though, yeah, you would know that like they express love in a different way.
Well, you can even see throughout the movie little hints of who he was, or at least the way he was interact with people, how he'd be like kind of direct about like his intentions and stuff like that, and what he would, and being very deliberate. So clearly someone who's grown up with having to do that.
Yeah.
Because this was a team effort comprised of long hours of good old-fashioned investigative work. Questions?
We're just not gonna say what team.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty.
It is.
But I guarantee you, if we let the world set expectations for our children, they'll start low and they'll stay there.
Yeah.
Justine, my daughter.
She's your daughter?
The reason I started the Institute.
Justine's computer, it's a BX32. Water-cooled, 12-core.
Oh, that's right, you're a software engineer. Well, some of our donors are more generous than others. Why is that?
I already know who she is. I already know who she is.
Yeah.
Doc, she could backdoor the Pentagon with that rig.
Although it's cool that she picked an English accent. Like, okay, like we're gonna go English.
Dreamboat. Shall we chat?
It's the painting that he was trying to sell.
Oh yeah.
And that she touched, the one we're like, don't touch.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a different one.
Dog's playing poker.
Oh.
No, you're right.
No, it's the Pollock.
Yeah.
He didn't want to get rid of the Pollock.
No. No, if someone was to give that to me, I don't know what to do.
I wouldn't know either, especially since, oh, well, I guess it was a form of payment.
Yeah, but
Like,
I mean,
this is
how could you be like,
illegal.
how did I get it? It's like, I wanted to sell it. It's like, how would you justify or explain how you got it?
You don't sell it. And you, that's how it ends up in a shed and your grandkids find it.
Yeah, because
you're like, I don't know how my mom got this.
It's one of those things like,
Grandma
I
got
want
it.
to sell it because I don't want the painting. I want the money that it's worth.
Oh, that's true.
And it's like, I don't know what I would do. All right. So what did you think about The Accountant?
I liked I guess you call it the A plot. I didn't really care for the B plot.
Which one are you thinking is the B plot?
The A plot would be obviously the accountant himself. The B plot is like that girl trying to figure out.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I don't understand why they even put it in there.
No, I agree 100%. That's it. To me, it feels like that was...
They needed a B plot, so let's just invent one for no reason.
It seems like that was maybe there was like a different version of the script where that was more prominent because they have no interaction with them whatsoever.
Yeah.
It was just
It doesn't
like
connect
something going off on the side that had no connection with the main story.
Yeah, it's weird. Because even the other girl ended up connecting with him, the one that was rocking back and forth in the chair.
Yeah, there was some relevance to that. But, But yeah, the whole investigation, I didn't care for that angle to it, or at least if they were going to include that, they should have had it tie into the actual story, or it should have collided at some point.
Yeah, I don't really care. Like I said, I don't care about that part. And like you said, you could have just had the main guy just tell us, like, you know, hey, I've interacted with him, and like I just feel like that whole thing was just forced in there because they needed a B plot.
Yeah, that
seems weird.
That's my biggest gripe about it. Also, I didn't care for the antagonists in it too much. It was just it was like the main bad guy, John Lithgow's character. It was just like some business guy was kind of incompetent. He was just bumbling through trying to be a bad guy, and then they just had like regular mercenaries. The only interesting bad guy I would say was John Bernthal's character, and even then there's not really a conflict because it turns out like, oh wait, he's actually his brother.
Yeah.
I mean, that was an interesting twist, I suppose. But I don't know. I mean, it was just kind of what I like about it is I do find the character interesting.
I do too, yeah. I think,
and I find the concept interesting.
I think the bad guys should be. I think the problem nowadays is that Hollywood doesn't know how to write a bad guy.
Yeah.
I just feel
a lot of times, yeah.
Because like you said, there was two bad guys. The one bad guy was just incompetent. Like he's just what is it? White collar, blue collar?
Yeah,
white collar guy. So he's just doing white collar crimes. So it's not that interesting. And then the other guy was just like, I
think it would have been better off if like they say like he's worked for cartels and mobs and stuff like that. If that was kind of where the story was going, if there was more of that involvement and that was the bad guys as opposed to what we got.
Yeah, because we got a white collar crime.
Yeah, I mean it just wasn't interesting, but I mean it is a movie about an accountant, a bookkeeper, so I don't know, maybe that's what they felt that it was better suited for, but I think they could have just handled it a little bit better. But other than that, I think the movie was overall decent.
Yeah, it was entertaining. I'd recommend watching it at least once.
There's supposed to be a sequel coming out. Would that be something that you'd be interested in?
Yeah, I'd watch it. I would just hope that they would do a better job establishing an actual antagonist.
From the impressions I got from the trailer for the sequel, there's supposed to be more with him and his brother in that one.
Yeah, and that's interesting.
And I think that FBI agent's also going to be more involved with it in that one too. So maybe could be looked at as like, I don't know, just a setup for that.
I like a prequel, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is a prequel.
I know, but it's kind of, it's so weak.
Yeah.
Is this a made for TV movie?
No.
Or not made for TV. I guess made for streaming.
No, this was in theaters.
Oh, because I'd never heard of it. So I thought it was just a streaming movie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, one of those that I wouldn't say it slipped through the cracks, but I mean, it's definitely not as talked about as other movies of this type.
So I think it's interesting. I like, because of all the other media I've seen with autistic people, they just don't. I just feel like they do this better here than they do with some of the other ways they've portrayed autistic people.
Yeah, I think they did a decent job in this one. Did say it was a little stereotypical at times, but I think for the most part did a good job with it. But that's really all I have to say about it. Got anything else?
No. We'll leave a comment.
Yeah,
I don't know.
If you've seen The Accountant, let us know in the comment sections what you think about it. Also, if you have any other similar movies like this,
or anything that like autism, like a really good representation of autism, that would be really interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Or any other like interesting like disabilities that people consider disabilities, but they're more quirks. Like, yeah, because autism's more of a, like, there are severe cases of autism, but I think for the most part, autism is just like a social quirk. So like people who struggle with the social aspect of it being human, that would also be a good like suggestion movie, because I struggle with the social aspect of being human.
So Forrest Gump, someone who struggles with social.
No, but
no, he was slow.
Oh.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that one. But no, that's all we got for today, though. And if you can, if you like this, make sure you click the subscribe button so you don't miss out some more of our movie reactions. And if you can, click that like button too, because it really helps us out. All right. Have a good day.